Coming back to you from the kitchen studios with Kitchen Monologue number 2. It's early in the morning on Tuesday, October the 20th. It's been only 2 days since we started the petition to release Richard Fine, addressed to Sheriff Baca. The response was good so far, but we need more signatures. And this morning I called the sheriff's office to hear if they had any news. They said the issue is still under review by the legal advisors to the sheriff. I also called them to ask permission to come and inspect and copy the papers that substantiate the arrest and the booking of Richard Fine, because according to my analysis there are no papers whatsoever. The synopsis, the detail, the minimal detail that are provided online say that he was arrested at 11:05 on March 4th, and there is no way that there was any paper at that time to substantiate the arrest, such as a warrant or anything like that. And then it says that he was booked at 12:23, that means an hour and a half later, in San Pedro. And it's really questionable. Why would the Sheriff Department travel with Richard Fine to San Pedro, which is almost 25 miles away in the wrong direction, when they were going to jail him in Twin Towers, which is less than a mile from the courthouse? So they took him to San Pedro, and it's a tiny sheriff station in San Pedro, and they presumably booked him there. But according to my analysis, there are no records whatsoever to substantiate the booking. And we would like to see those records, and that's why I called them. In fact, by law, I believe that there was no need to call them. It was sufficient to appear during working hours and respect to exercise the common law rights to inspect and to copy. But we wanted to do it in as friendly a manner as possible, and I sent them a fax last night, and I called this morning, and they told me to call again tomorrow and talk to Commander Lang, who is the executive assistant to Sheriff Baca, and we'll see how it goes from there. But the goal is basically, if Richard Fine is not released in the next day or so, is to get to inspect and to copy the papers that substantiate the arrest at 11:05 a.m. on March 4th and the booking at 12:23 on the same day. I also sent a message today to Attorney McCormick from Ventura, asking him to be kind and to withdraw his paper, which was filed with no authority in the court. That's the news for today from the kitchen studio.